gotta
It's the
invite you to
hottest
Kitty too.
days
How you doing, man?
ever. Yeah, pretty good.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! No wonder I can't hear
get,
that girl on the
get
TV.
this thing.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah. Wait.
I'm gonna see if Italia and them are on too. Alright. Yeah, it's supposed I heard it's supposed to be like 104 degrees there tomorrow for you guys.
Yeah, it's like the hottest day ever in the UK.
That sucks, man. That's crazy because I was just saying that number to you the other day. I was like, it's 104 degrees here. And then somebody came and told me, they were like, it's going to be 104 in the UK. And I was like, what? For real? And then I even heard somebody say it on Twitch, the same number. I was like, so it has to be right.
Yeah.
And you guys aren't used to that kind of heat over there, you know?
Yeah, it's horrible. You just stay inside all day.
Yeah, pretty much, man. Got to stay
Go
out
in the
at
sun,
night.
you can burn.
Yeah, exactly, man. Going to. Only thing you can do in that kind of weather is get wasted. And go to sleep or something. Where's the stream manager thing here? I don't know if anyone's going to join or not, but we'll see. Are you
Then I
joining?
got a callback from, yeah, how do I join?
I invited you. I'll invite you again. Who's Halibut 40, man? I can't remember. Okay, there you are. Let me edit stream.
Then I got the recruiter from this studio trying to recruit me, and then I said, I want over 100,000 with like 5% at least salary increase. And
to make it worth your time.
yeah, just work whenever I want to work. And
Well, that'd be nice, you know, if you could.
yeah, I wouldn't really bother to go work there unless you get to do pretty much what I want.
Yeah, because otherwise, why bother? You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I don't really want to go work and be under anyone at all.
Yeah. You know, like, if that's the way it is, like, then you might as well just stick with MM and shit, you know?
Yeah, just got a better one. Just kind of the thing. If
Try and figure out how to
you
figure it.
didn't really care. It's like do whatever.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I'm gonna try and pick a show here real quick. Try to remember how to do this. I rarely ever host. You dig this game though enough to play it though, huh?
Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of the same mini game really. It's like as long as it's got decent online. There's not many online games that you can actually play that's any good other than Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Fortnite's a bit shit. The controls are janky, and I still like the whole idea, like the whole how the building thing's completely pointless in it. And
In what game?
Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite, yeah. I heard they took out the building and stuff, but...
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's just a pretty shitty game. It's just not, you can do a lot more with it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the building aspect's completely crap. Like, it's just ripped off. Like, the first one ever to do building was Warhawk. That's the main one that actually done building in a good multiplayer game.
Old Warhawk on the PS3,
yeah, like what,
the PS3 one?
Starhawk. Yeah, it's like the sequel to it.
Oh, Starhawk. Yeah, I remember Starhawk. I never got to play it, but I remember it. I think that there was an LVP costume for it too. Go ahead and ready up if you want.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I already had a... I never see it. It should be near to play. Yeah, that's at least better, because you could, like, you know, you could start building bases and stuff with turrets and actually add more of a purpose rather than people just build stuff in Fortnite. Random, boring towers, and it's just uninteresting.
Yeah, it's kind of at odds, really. I mean, that's really never what the game was supposed to be, any of the Battle Royale stuff. So, I mean, it was supposed to be, like, holding it down for defense, you know, and then once they tried that Battle Royale mode from PUBG, like, it just took off, and that's what the game became, you know. And then now they finally ditched it. But yeah, like, it was just like emergency building. Of course, I hardly ever played it, so I can't talk, you know.
And the whole Battle Royale thing is just kind of boring. It's, like, in games like, what was it, Call of Duty, they at least have more interesting things where you have, like, you know, power-ups and stuff that you can gain during the actual fight that modifies.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else make it more interesting. It's basically just Like this is a big deathmatch pretty much, rather than, you know, I hate the idea of if you die you're out. That's kind of crap.
Yeah. Yeah, that never really worked for me very much well either. Like, I think that's why I never got into like SOCOM either, because I just never got a chance to learn. I'd like spawn in the map and then instantly die, and then that's it. And then watch everybody else play for a while, you know.
The new ones in Call of Duty generally have like team. As long as your team's alive, you can respawn.
Man, I can't get nowhere here. Like these idiots want to
This
play.
whole thing is still.
I think you're way ahead of me at least.
I'm on the side about to... Yes, come on.
Ah. Well, I'm off to a bad start here. This ain't looking good.
This one's hard. If you go on the little platforms, kind of screwed.
Well, at least you're down there. This is the worst I've ever done at like any map, I think, since the first time I played. Alright, come on. Get off. Let me go somewhere. There we go. I forgot what I was even going to say about multiplayer. I'm pretty curious to see how that Last of Us multiplayer turns out, though. The factions thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they've never really... I mean, they've done multiplayer before, but they've never done like a standalone multiplayer thing, you know?
They had the multiplayer on the old Last of Us 1, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it. I didn't really like the gameplay in Naughty Dog games. I kind of play it for more for the story. They put a lot of polish into all the things. But as soon as I finished it, I'd never get back to it at all. It's not like a gameplay experience I ever want to play. I don't think they're great at gameplay mechanics. They're good at like animation and storytelling and kind of immersive thing.
To a degree, I kind of agree with you, because I'm like somebody that really likes like Housemarque, Platinum Games kind of stuff, old treasure games back in the day. Like that's what I think of as mechanics, you know. But
yeah, they had some good mechanics in the second one, but it's like so limited the amount of use they actually had. Like they had some cool puzzle elements where you had to use the wire and the cable and stuff.
Yeah, I remember us talking about the wire in the second one there. God, 13. We are not getting by. We're going to have to start again. 12. Maybe if someone gets in there. Let me do the X-Hit. Join if you want, Frank. If you can't play. If not, it's fine.
Still think the new God of War, as long as it's as good as the first one, that should be the best. God of War is the best type of that, that genre, the kind of immersive cinematic story. That's the best, type in that kind of genre. They just came away and they blew away Naughty Dog in one go.
For that Naughty
Dog was one of the best.
For that Naughty Dog
style, Naughty Dog's Naughty Dog's like one of the best in that one. There wasn't much else that's actually up to that standard. Like you had a few games.
Yeah, not really. I mean, there's Remedy makes games kind of similar, similar third-person storytelling kind of stuff, and then Quantic Dreams, but that's not action games. It's not action adventure. Then there was that Ready at Dawn studio that made The Order, and I think that game got kind of like rushed out a little bit. I think they need a little bit more time on that just to develop the boss battles, really. And it was just, I don't know, a toxic time that they released in, where everyone just wanted to tear everything apart, like always, so they never got a chance to do a sequel, A sequel would have been really cool. I think they would have gotten a shine, like Naughty Dog did with Uncharted 2, because the first one really wasn't there. It was cool, but it wasn't that great.
Oh shit, are we in this one?
No, we're dead, so let's get out of here.
Oh.
You press circle to exit.
Yeah. I remember playing the first Uncharted, and I thought it was quite boring. Like the gameplay is pretty bad. It felt like a bunch of almost like corridor rooms, corridors, then open areas. A bit like Gears of War, I guess. And then it had like little gimmicky bits where you had to use the motion controls over, certain bits, and it wasn't great. It's like a worse Tomb Raider. Then the second one came along, it's like a million times better. So
Yeah, I didn't play.
Just forget about the first one. First one's shit.
I didn't get to play through any of them until like the HD remasters came out on PS4, and then I finally said. But they were still impressed with me then, you know. But by then I was just like, yeah, one was kind of a slog. There were some parts of the story I liked because of Amy Hennig's story and stuff. It was still cool in that regard. But yeah, two was just like a moment. You know what I mean? To really.
Yeah, two. I think they had a cool, like, they started doing cool intros, but then I found the first half of the games on both of them, like Uncharted 3 as well, was just terrible. Like, it's quite boring, and then suddenly you get halfway through and it becomes like really fun.
Yeah, there's something kind of janky about Uncharted 3, like the way Nate's model looks like almost taller and lankier, like, you know, the way Dark Souls 2 seems like it was made by like a different studio because it was than the core From Software team. I sometimes get that impression, and then that everybody, the core Naughty Dog team, was actually making Last of Us during that time. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
Oh yeah, kind of split.
Not that it was total trash. Just there's just something a little off about it.
I think some bits in the third one's better than the second one. Like the whole ship bit was really cool.
Yeah, that
was
cool.
That's when the actual game
and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's when the actual game, like, until you got to the ship. Was it the ship graveyard or something?
Yeah.
That was the point at which I started really liking it. Before that, I was really like the stealth bit at the beginning where you would fall off buildings. It's kind of boring. And
probably because you like platforming so much, like it probably clicked with you like a lot when you started getting to that point.
I think it's just start was just quite boring. It's like it's quite. I don't know. The actual gameplay design wasn't great, and the story moments during that period weren't really introducing anything interesting. So they didn't really have much of a story to make you kind of lead you through, and the gameplay wasn't really fun either, or engaging, or unique in any way. And that graveyard thing
I can barely remember, you know.
Yeah.
And that one
I think I had some weird yetis at the end or something.
That was in 2, I think. The Yeti.
Oh yeah, that's a bit like, that ruined 2. I think I kind of really liked 2, and then I got to that bit and I thought, this is stupid.
I didn't really mind it, you know. But compared to the 4th one and the way Last of Us got and stuff, like they were like almost like Saturday morning cartoons compared to like 4 and Last of Us being like movies. And that was the tone they were going for, you know. So I can't.
4th one is when it really, like, people always say 2's still good, but then the 4th one came out and the rest just, irrelevant at that point. They're just nowhere near as good. The design on that one's just a million times better. Like the puzzles and stuff you have, like with the car and stuff, like, tethering things and stuff. It kind of makes a clever use of it. Like just the tech that they're using. They use that same kind of tying tech in The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah. I did like that, cool. Watching that rope when I was doing a few rope puzzles. And it's cool how they develop that stuff, and then, like, they may only use it for, like, 1 or 2 parts of the game. The same with, like, swimming in Uncharted 4, the way the swimming felt really developed in that one. And then there wasn't all that many times that you used it. But that's fine, because if you're going to have any swimming, it might as well be good, you know? It doesn't mean your entire game needs to be about swimming just because you made a swimming mechanic, you know?
I think I prefer that's my favourite Naughty Dog game, right? The Last of Us Part 2 was like insanely polished, but I didn't really like the story at all. Or the way they kind of flipped it like halfway through, you started it again, and it just felt quite annoying.
See, I went into it like because I was watching so much stupid YouTube crap back then that it kind of spoiled and ruined the game for me and stuff. But by the time I did play it, like I was totally down with the story, and the way it played out and everything. Nothing about it bothered me at all. I was like,
I like the idea of the story, but you get right about to finish like the story with one character, and then it chucks you in the other one. I prefer the way they do it in Resident Evil, where it's like, you play with like Leo.
Scenario A and B. Maybe, that might have been.
Is it like Jill or something? Or Claire? I can't remember their name.
That might be something they could if they did a PS5 version, like a PS5 release, they could do something like that. Still have like the standard way that they originally delivered it. But then the way Beyond Two Souls, remember Beyond Two Souls had like that arranged mode thing? Where, the game just played out the scenes in like a more logical order instead of like a more directed order or something like that. I forget how it was. Or they could set it up like scenario A and B. They could do that in like a version, just add like the option, I hate these ones. Let's see. Watermelon. orange. I do dig their gameplay though, like... it's so hard to talk right now, it's so hard to talk right now.
I got knocked off.
Oh shit. Okay, grape, apple, watermelon, grape, apple, watermelon, grape, apple, watermelon.
Yeah, kind of. Like Naughty Dog does something new rather than I don't want any more Last of Us games.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't really think Uncharted's that interesting anymore. It's kind of been done to death.
Yeah, people like want Uncharted to come back, but I really don't know how. Unless they go with that younger girl character. But I think they're gonna have to wait a bit to do that. They're gonna have to wait a bit.
I think it's just too forced at that point though. It's like you want to play a game for a unique story. I don't really want these weird side story stuff. It's like it's gonna pull the polish and stuff. I want something new
Yeah, it'll start.
hasn't been done. Yeah, I like the idea of The Last of Us, but I didn't like the story.
I do like their gameplay though. Like I was saying earlier, I didn't get to finish what I was saying. Like I am more like a Housemarque, Platinum Games kind of gameplay person when I think of gameplay. But once I settled into like the Naughty Dog groove, especially in 4 and like Last of Us 2, but probably especially Uncharted 4. Once you kind of settle into that groove and you're just like flowing through the combat, the way it just flows and moves. And I'm normally a kind of person where it's like, oh, I fucked up the stealth, I gotta restart. I fucked up the stealth, I gotta restart. Yeah. But in those games, I just kind of roll with it. And there's something like really cool and dynamic about the way it starts to play out. And a lot of that obviously is their animation and stuff. But the way everything's tuned makes it work, you know. And you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you know, it's just different kind, I guess, you know. All right, what the hell are we doing here? Did we make it through or did we? Okay, we're still alive, so we gotta get hoops. Oh, you... Got it. Nope. Ah! Come on. Need some hoops. Get out of here with your easy hoops. Oh, come on, man. I got that Dreamscom stuff coming up soon. Now this gets closer. I'm like, I get more excited about stuff the closer it gets. Same for that Dreams Fest thing with all the music. But more Dreamscom, really.
Shit. Get in. Oh.
Where are we going? Yes, got
Get every single one I get to. Someone's got it right before.
Nope, mine.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you got it. Nope. How do I get up there? Nowhere. Jump on my head, bro. Nope. Ah, you fucker, you got it.
Oh, there it is.
Ah.
Oh, you fucker. Oh, there it is. Oh, I failed.
No. I don't think we got it. We're so far behind. Damn it.
Oh, there's one. I got one. I got another one. I finally got some. Even spawning just right in front. There's no way to be skillful about it.
Yeah, Frank, exactly.
It's like just running slow pace.
Spawn in front of whoever is closest to them. Yeah, we're not getting through. We're eliminated. Oh well. We got a ways into it. Just got to get a better draw.
I got Horizon.
Detalia to carry us again.
Did you ever play Horizon on the new one?
I played the first one. I liked it. You know, I didn't pick up the second one right away.
I kind of like the first one. I didn't like the start. It was a bit slow during the intro tutorial bit, and then I kind of I played the second one a bit, but I think it's just like I don't know. I got it on PS5, and it's not really a PS5 game. It's another PS4 HD game.
Cross-gen thing.
Yeah. Where I kind of wanted just to play it just to see some visuals being pushed into it. Yeah. I
I'll
kind
get
of
to it
played a little bit
eventually.
at the start, and I kind of went,
I'll probably pick it up when it's like
I
40
have
or
to,
50.
yeah, I have to get motivated to play it. Just, I think it's are we out now?
Yeah, I exited out.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I think it's one of those games where kind of a lot of I knew people who got it, and they kind of said, "Oh, it's just the same as the first one, maybe even worse in terms of gameplay." And
maybe. Like, I haven't played it yet, you know, but I'm sure there's some things they improved about it. But yeah, it took the first one a while to win me over too. I actually got it like the day it came out, and then I played it for like an hour or something, and I was just like, I'm not really into this, and then didn't play it until like a year later. And then when I did,
I think I started playing that. So I played like about an hour or something, and then I didn't play it for a bit, and then I played the rest. I think it's basically the story that's kind of interesting. So the gameplay is quite, I guess, like a bit copy and paste, I guess, until you get some interesting puzzle bits.
Yeah.
The kind of main combat, the open world stuff's quite copy and paste. Where
it does have like that. It's not full-on Ubisoft open world style, but it's close to it.
Yeah.
And out of the stuff you get from Sony, I think Ghost of Tsushima does that Ubisoft style the best, where it's barely even a Ubisoft style, you know?
Yeah, that's why I don't really like the Ubisoft games other than I kind of play them just because they always have 4-player online, so it's quite fun to play with people.
Yeah. I think the last I played, I got Far Cry 5 on sale for like $30, and I played it for like 3 hours, and after doing like a few base things, I was like, literally none of this stuff matters, and it's all 100% the same everywhere I go, you know? I was like, why am I even doing this, you know?
Yeah,
I was like, I should have got Resident Evil 8 while it was on sale instead.
The other game that's similar, the Just Cause series, like it's quite liberate this village or something, and then it's like you just do that, copy and paste it over the whole map.
Yeah,
I think they have some fun mechanics in that one though. I just played it just because you had all the cool mechanics of navigation, and it was just quite sandboxy, like quite. I guess it's more like Toy Box, the way you can tether things and just all the way the physics interact and stuff.
I can get into stuff like that sometimes. It just depends on the game, you know? Like I got hooked on MGS5 for a long time, you know, to where I could just, and that was just more like a Toy Box where you troll like the guards. It's not as dynamic as something like Just Cause, but there's a lot of fun to have with like the way the enemy AI behaves and the little gadgets you have and all that kind of stuff. You know?
I never finished that game. I played quite a bit. I got to where you get like past quiet and stuff.
Yeah.
But then I got kind of bored because it kept on sending me back to the mother base.
Yeah.
I think if they took mother base bit out, it would be more interesting. It kind of forces you to have to navigate it in between. And
I'm down with what they did, but I actually do think the same. Even though it's one of my favorite games, one of my favorite modern games, I do think the same. Like if they just deployed you in Afghanistan, maybe also the African location too, but just kept you there, you know, where you gotta procure your supplies, you know, all that kind of shit. You just stay there, you know. I think it really would have been like a better game for it. I really think it would have been a better game, you know? But
it's a bit forced to defend mother base stuff, and I don't really care about it. It's not related to the story or anything.
Yeah. Later, that's
kind of like all the mechanics of it. Yeah.
Online, you know, like just invading people's bases, but after a while, like every base just feels the same, you know. So then the online aspect doesn't maintain its appeal.
I think that's the only Metal Gear I never finished. Was that part of it kind of ruined it.
Yeah. I'd give it a chance, but there's so much stuff to do. It's like, who cares, you know, if you don't finish something.
Yeah.
I still get to pick up Miles Morales sooner or later. Every time it's on sale, I'm like, it's never on sale when I want to buy it, and then it's always on sale.
Oh shit! I didn't make it. I was right at the finish line. I was about to cross the finish line.
Yeah, no big deal. We'll get something sooner or later. We ain't getting no crowns. But it's alright. We'll get some points. Okay, I think we got eliminated. It's just because we're walking around talking. That's what's good about this game, though. Turn your brain on.
Miles Morales was the best Spider-Man. The first one, I got the HD version for free, I think. It came with it. You had the... What was it called? I don't know, whatever edition, some Ultimate Edition or
the one that came with the remaster.
Yeah, I played the new ones were really good, and then played the second one, and it's like the. Well, I played the first one first, and then the second one. I never finished the first one, but then the second one I played because it had like, you know, some interesting ray tracing stuff. So at least you can have something on the PS5 to show that off, and that's pretty good. And then the gameplay is just much more interesting. So you have the combat, they've improved it quite a lot. It's mostly just like, rather than the mechanics of the combat being vastly different, it's more just the way they add lots of cinematic finishers and things to actually make it feel more satisfying, and slow motion bits in between.
Yeah.
It feels more polished. It feels like the first one felt quite
sparse.
I guess it felt like quite old. Yeah, quite old school like combat. You know, like you need simple animations and no cinematic moments. This one suddenly you go and slide through her legs and
yeah. I guess that's the advantage of
nicer.
They figured out their blueprint, and then they can start improving it from there. Even if it's just a spin-off, they were able to improve it. Like I said, I haven't played it yet, but shit, if you're saying that about that one, I can't imagine like how much the sequel and then that Wolverine game and shit, those games are gonna be dope, man. Like Insomniac is crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they always get better with each one.
Yeah. They've pretty much always been on point, like since day one that I remember Insomniac. The Spyro games were pretty good, but like all those Ratchet and Clank games, the original ones, those were all good. Ah, shit.
Some good frogs.
Oh, alright.
Oh, shit.
Alright, doing bad again. There we go, walk. There we go. Got some Fruit Ninja shit going on here. Ah. Come on, rhinos. I'm not worried about you. Come on, get in. Yes, we actually made it somewhere.
I don't know what the level design process on this. Just throw a bunch of shit down.
I think it is, man. I think like these first levels, they're just like, what can we do? Just throw like different platform things down, different bouncy things down, like literally just level editing, and then style it up a little bit from there. And then all the other stuff they add over time, they're just like, okay, what can we add now? This is one of the older ones that I remember seeing. Was playing a little bit last year too. I actually wish there was a little more like that. Just straight running platform.
Still not sure what good games are coming out on PS5. Yeah.
Didn't they just announce the date for God of War, finally?
That one should be good.
Yeah. Man, I don't know what the hell else is out. All I played this year was Sifu and Elden Ring, and then some indie game by Drinkbox, that developer that made the Guacamelee games earlier in the year called Nobody Saves the World. That was pretty fun. And I was like those little small indie games.
I haven't played anything this year.
I wanted to play Tunic, but never got around to it.
Oh yeah, I like the look of that one. It's quite polished.
Yeah. That's supposed to be getting like a PSVR release on PS5, I think. It looks a little different. It looks a little more colorful, and I think the VR camera like just gives it more dimension and depth, Oh yeah, Frank in the chat said, my boy Frank, he said Stray is coming out soon. That's supposed to be on the PS Plus premium thing, but I can't upgrade.
Oh yeah, I've got that because I think if you had PS Now, you get that kind of just what it kind of. I guess this is the equivalent of having that. So you, it just instantly upgraded to that one. I wondered where the PS Now had disappeared to. But
yeah.
It doesn't really give you any more in PS Now. It's just pretty much the same stuff. It's the streaming game service combined with PlayStation Plus. I'm not sure what it is, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything else. Same different.
I've got a just regular PS Plus till like 2023, and I don't think I can upgrade for just like a month. Like if I upgrade, like it wants me to like upgrade the entire. Ah, damn it! Upgrade the entire year. If I try to upgrade.
What? I
Stream
just,
PS3 games. Still wish we could down. Yeah.
what is that? The middle one just flinging you into nothing.
I
These
think
launcher
it's just,
pads are shit.
it's just there as a troll. Yeah. One of them launched me to the edge. I didn't even have to use the second ones. Frank
Boy,
said
it's like
he can
it's going to
stream.
launch you to the end, but there's no way to judge how far it's going to launch you.
Yeah, Frank, I'm surprised you can stream the games and... Oh, you mean stream while streaming it? Okay. What do you mean, Frank? Do you mean like you stream the game while you're live streaming it? Have you tried that yet? Like live streaming and streaming from PS Now at the same time? I was just talking to my chat. Okay, so you just mean like the streaming from PS Now, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. I tried it once with God of War Ascension a long time ago, and it was fine, but I'd probably noticed the input lag a little bit more now. I was just glad to finally play God of War Ascension, which was alright, you know. Wasn't as good as 3, but there was some cool parts. I just want to see him add more PS1 games, anything that I already own from the Vita and PSP and stuff.
I gotta play Deathloop still.
Yeah. I remember you told me some of your thoughts about it, but you didn't like it quite as much as their other stuff, but...
Yeah,
did we get a win again?
Oh shit. We
Alright.
made it.
I thought we
I
did.
think it's just the way it takes you back again to the start, where it's just a bit annoying, and
The whole roguelike thing, yeah.
yeah, I think I just wasn't that interested in finding the targets to kill. I don't really care about, you have to do it all in one day, so you have to find. Initially, you can kill them, take the powers, and then you have to find, oh, they're going to be in this place. Then you have to make sure you do it in a certain order, I think, to do it all in one day, and it's just... I found that a bit boring.
So, like, within your chance of doing it, like, you have to do all the targets in a row, and then if you
Yeah,
die,
you have to kill them all in the same day, I think.
Okay. And then if
But
you
then
fail, then you
yeah.
have to redo all 5 of them or whatever, or however
Yeah.
many targets there are.
But it's just structured like in missions, like
Yeah.
each mission's like separated out in times a day, but it's spread over a couple days or something. I think I can't remember. I haven't played it through. But then you have to check. And you think, oh, you can steal their powers, but then you can find out, oh, they're going to be somewhere different. And they're all going to be in the same room. Like 2 of them will be together or something, so you can kill them both.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. Does it mix that up a little bit, or is their locations generally pretty scripted or whatever?
Yeah, it's just all
procedural.
So you can find out, I think, if
You can
online,
master it then. Yeah. I know what you mean. I haven't played it all. I still gotta play all their games, man. Like, I've always liked the look of them, and I love still. And you're always telling me that, like, you love their stuff. So
I think Dishonored's the best. Like, Prey was a bit janky. It uses the CryEngine, which the graphics and the art style looks a bit crap in comparison.
yeah.
The UI is quite poorly designed. It's like an old PC game the way all the inventory works.
I played the demo of that, and I really liked the demo that I was playing. And then when I don't know if I played the full game. I can't remember if I got the full game. I don't know. But by the time I got to like the exterior base part, and I was just seeing like little black blob things, I was like, this is kind of just visually dull, you know what I mean? I was like, is this all it's gonna be, you know?
Yeah, I think I just didn't like the enemies. I like Dishonored because the enemies are smart and they felt like actual people, and the humans would warn that that something's happening and the guards would come, and
Yeah.
it felt like you could trick them. And the combat was quite satisfying as well, rather than just attacking black blob things.
Yeah.
Because it's always got the cool finishers where you stick the knife through the head.
Yeah, that seems like it's more my speed. I would like to play through Prey sometime though, because a lot of people I like you know, I know their taste and stuff, and if they like it, you know, and I'm like, yeah, if they like it, I'll probably end up liking it. It's just so hard to like commit any time to anything, you know.
Yeah.
If it's not
like,
100%
like,
grabbing you.
Yeah, normally if it's like boring now, because there's so much games. Like it's not like where games are quite limited. Like I remember in the PS3 era, like I used to play. I think I played GTA, and then I got Metal Gear Solid 4, and I played that. I played all the way through, and then I played on the big boss challenge thing where you had to finish the game without being hit, like in a few hours or something. And
That was the last thing I was trying to do on my PS3 too, and I was getting there. I was in that frog mansion. You remember the mansion where you've got like the lady frog enemy chicks? They all come to like the 2-story mansion, and I forget exactly how that mission goes down, but that one was driving me nuts. I was like trying to get through it perfectly, and like, they kept getting me somewhere, you know.
that was quite painful to do. It's like I think it's like, what was it, like 3 or 4 hours you have to finish it in?
Yeah, that's what was making it so hard too. Was because, you know, it was one thing to not get spotted, but you had to be running your route perfectly and do it fast so that you could keep your time down, you know.
Yeah, managed to do that. That was before LBP came out, and then LBP came out, and I just played that because that's like it's a fun physics game. Like I played that's just after Half-Life and stuff.
Yeah.
I played Half-Life on the original Xbox, so I had like an old Xbox, and I bought that game, so I always wanted to play it. And then I kind of liked the physics, and I just tried that stuff. And
LBP pretty much took over everything for years, you know.
yeah, and there wasn't really much else other than like the occasional games like. I think PS3, like you had like, what was it, like Fallout and things like that, which are quite fun to play.
Man, I am getting smacked around over here. It's so bad. This is like the worst. I've never done this bad. I gotta switch back to game mode. That's what I keep forgetting to do. I'm sure that's it, right? I just gotta switch back to game mode. Yeah, I didn't play a whole lot on PS3. I played Fallout 3, aside from LBP all the time. Hey Jen, how you doing? Demon Souls, Fallout 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, God of War 3.
And I didn't really play much else other than Portal Orange Box.
I did play through Portal on the Orange Box, yeah. I never got around to Half-Life 2. I still haven't played those games. I need to. Someday I could stream them sometime. I'm doing alright.
The Portal 2 was the best game. That came out just after, I think.
I still gotta play that one too. I heard that was like goddamn amazing, you know. And the first
that's probably the best. I think maybe the best game on, other than there's Dishonored 1 as well on the PS3 I played. Dishonored 1's probably the best game, and then Portal 2.
Wow.
I like Dishonored 1 because Dishonored 1's like a better version of Half-Life 2. Does it all better.
Yeah, those games do seem to be like in the Half-Life school of thought, you know.
It's like Bioshock as well. They were good as well.
Good to see you, Jim. Do you play this game? Yeah, Bioshock was a good one too. I never played the sequel.
Yeah.
I played Infinite, and I didn't like Infinite that much when it first came out. You know, when I first played it, like when it released. I think I just kind of ran through it without even really like taking it in. But when I replayed some of it a few years ago, I was like, you know what? There's a lot of cool stuff about this game. You know, like the
story's quite interesting.
Yeah,
world they make.
Yeah, it was definitely underappreciated at the time. You know, I don't know what Ken Levine's doing. There was some Space Bastards or Space Void Bastards or something that he had something to do with, which was just like a retro
oh shit, we're out.
Eliminated again. Yeah, that was my bad because I kept getting knocked around on those pillars and shit. All right, let me switch my thing to game mode. It's not going to help that much, but we can at least get a few rounds ahead.
I think LVP was the best game though, just to play a lot of the time. Like no other game you have like I guess it's like online game. Like remember the other game was Starhawk and Warhawk. They're the best online.
Yeah, I never got to play those. What else did I play online?
Call of Duty's about what I played.
Yeah, my friend was playing Call of Duty all the time back then. That's pretty much all he played for years. He didn't finally play anything else until I think a couple years ago he finally started playing stuff like God of War and Spider-Man and playing some of the other high-quality Sony games. And that's just because he's such a big Sony fan. There we go. I put that game mode on. I hate the way it looks. It makes all the colors like super garish and poppy. You get used to it, but it just looks better on movie mode. But it's just better response time, you know?
I just have mine on, what is it, just, I think like the game mode thing, and just
All the time, yeah.
always calibrate them all the same though, I always put.
Yeah, you can't touch that remote, man. If you start like messing with anything, like it'll drive you insane. You know, I know you're the same as me. Like you'll notice every single thing. My friend here, Cerberus, said, "Have you heard of Restitched? It's an LBP spiritual successor." I don't know. Let me see. Restitched.
Oh yeah, seen that a while ago. It's like it's with a bear now, I think.
I see the character. Let me see here. Trixel Creative. So it's made in Trixel. I don't. Little Big Planet Restitched. Okay. Wish list on Steam. Huh? Yeah. I haven't heard of this before. I'll have to look more into it. Did a reveal trailer a week ago. There was Yoshi's Woolly World too, and Kirby's Yarn something or other. They pretty much jacked the LVP.
Yeah.
You know, look thing. You know.
Is that restitching on coming out then? I've seen it ages ago. It looked
sure.
like an taking LVP with a. I guess it's like similar to like what's it called, Trip's Adventure on Dreams, where it's kind of the Mario version, kind of changing the models a bit, and it's kind of similar game.
If it is like that, that'll be kind of cool. You know? I'd be willing to play it. I'm never one of those people that's like, this is a rip-off of my favorite thing, so fuck this thing, you know?
Yeah.
If it's fun.
I mean, Trip's Adventure is a bit of a rip-off, but then it's like super polished, so it's pretty much better than any version. Like, it's way better than any platformer Sony's ever done, but quite a lot.
I gotta remember to go back and add that to the second level when I play later. I liked when I played the first, but there's like a second level out, and I gotta go play it.
Yeah, I think that game's the best thing I've probably played in Dreams, because it's probably the best platformer. Maybe it's probably better than most of actual Mario platformers. If they made a full game, it'd be. I think only Odyssey would be as good as that one. Like, it's better in 3D World, and it's better in
I gotta get
all the other Marios. It's better in, Sunshine 64. It's way better than those ones.
I'm like fiending. Yeah, anytime I start thinking about like Mario, like, because it's been so long since I played like a Nintendo platform, you know, like at least a decade or so, you know. Not since I had a GameCube, and I never even got to play the GameCube. For the brief time I had it, I barely even got to use it, you know. So like, whenever I think of Mario Odyssey, I start jonesing for Mario, you know.
That's the best way. Is it? Each one just gets better, and the old ones become kind of a bit irrelevant. And that.
Oh yeah, Trip's Voyage, not Trip's Adventure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Trip's Voyage. Yeah, that's really good.
I recently played
animation and
Pig Detective 3 finally. You know, that big point. It's not a point-and-click adventure, but it's like an adventure game like that. You know, like an old LucasArts adventure style game. You know.
Oh yeah, I haven't played that one yet.
Yeah. It was definitely worth it, man. Like, I didn't think it was going to be that great. I was like, yeah, whatever, you know? And I skipped the first two. I want to go back and play. Are we eliminated again? What the hell?
Yeah.
We didn't even get started. Was I even going anywhere, or was I just standing around talking? This is like the worst. The worst. What was I even talking about? Yeah, Pig Detective 3, though. It was awesome, man. Like all the people that made it, and most of the people that made it, most of the people that were in it that did the voice acting and stuff, came and watched my stream, told me a lot of stuff about it along the way, and it was fun, you know. And,
I haven't tried that one. I have to try it. Yeah. I never really get a chance to play a lot of them. By the time I kind of finish work, I end up just playing Call of Duty or something. Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Sometimes I just end up making stuff if I don't get time.
Yeah, it's the streaming that helps me, like. Especially, like, last year and most of this year too, like, every time I was streaming, I was, like, stoned or drunk, you know, so I was like, I could play a game for, like, 10 minutes, and that was about it on Dreams, you know, but since I haven't been that bad, like, for a few months now, it was a lot easier to, like, sit down and play, like, a full adventure game, and, like, I was like, oh, yeah, this, like, really was worth my time, you know. There's some good stuff on Dreams, man. There's some great stuff on there. People make some cool
Yeah,
stuff.
takes a while to make it, and then those you don't see them too often, but then you kind of see them an interesting.
Yeah. They've got a fourth one on the way.
So I kind of think like the more popular Dreams gets and the more users it gets, the more content you're gonna get. And
Yeah. Yeah,
I think it's like probably the most interesting game Sony's done in terms of just being unique.
Even for me, like as someone that played LVP, it's definitely shaped out differently than I expected. I think, you know, like the way the ongoing content has like improved. You know, like the way things have improved, and the type of stuff people have made over time. Where you're getting like these big, huge projects that just feel like games. You know.
Yeah. Because you didn't get that in LVP because it was a bit limited.
Yeah.
It's not the only game ever to do, like, you know, games that actually could be a game.
Yeah.
On them.
Like you'd come up with all kinds of cool game ideas, but it was just like, okay, this is just like a one-time thing. This isn't going to be something people like can fund or maybe go back to and repeatedly play forever. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is pretty cool. It's starting to it's always been getting there, you know, but it's just every now and then you like play something and it's just like, this is really cool, you know. Starfighter Gemini 2, like I played a little bit of the first one. It was the same thing. I was just like too stoned and stupid to play anything for most of last year, you know, but when I played the demo for Starfighter Gemini 2, which is just a shmup, a couple weeks ago on High Score Wars, like I was actually learning the mechanics this time, and I was like, this is fucking like, amazing, man. Like, a lot of the shmups on there are like the best shmups I've ever played, like in years, you know. Like I'm like a big fan of that genre, and I got like really high quality ones. And I'm like,
I think it's because people can finally make the game without the limitation of having to go through all the bullshit. You can just make the game what you'd actually want and how you want it to play.
Yeah.
Without dealing with all the
profitable.
The people, trying to go, oh, we're gonna, you know, it's got to be like this, and you're gonna do this, or I don't know. It's so much shit in games where it just ends up turning into turd.
Yeah.
And it's just easier if people just get to do what they want.
Yeah, or you're trying to shop something around to like a publisher or somebody like backers or investors, anything.
Yeah, you get too many people on it, and you
like,
never really
this would be
anything.
great if it was completely different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they waste all their time on one project and all this money just to come out with someone one single person can just do on their own and do it better.
Yeah, exactly. Given enough time, you know, and if they're as long as they're able to live, you know.
Yeah. It's like playing, what's it called, on PlayStation Plus, the new, what was it, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. I just started playing that and it was, I don't know, does it actually get better? It just started off playing like the old ones, where it's just running ahead and just smashing boxes and that's about it.
It's pretty true. It's pretty true to the originals, man. Like, it feels better than the originals. You know, like they improved it and still kept it kind of like in the exact same feel and look. And there's some other characters and stuff, but I don't really like playing as the other characters that much. I just like playing as Crash Bandicoot. But yeah, if you're not feeling it like that, that's pretty much what it is. What the hell are we doing?
We have to get the blue ones, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
We have to get any balls. They turn blue when they get them.
Keep them blue. Keep our balls blue, boys. Come on.
But yeah, I think that I've played better Crash Bandicoot games in Dreams. I found this one quite boring.
You're gonna have to send whatever one you played to me, because the ones I played have been pretty janky, man. Like,
I think the actual game was just really boring though. It's just like I was just running along in a straight line. There are some enemies, like crab enemies or something at the start, and then there's a bunch of gaps and boxes. And I don't know, it just felt like really poorly designed gameplay where like it's like made like by like an 8-year-old, and they didn't really, that's the first game. My first level.
Yeah. That dev, like Toys for Bob, like that's all they did was remaster Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, and then remake them, not remaster them, and then made Crash Bandicoot 4, but then Activision just put them on Call of Duty, like because they had Warzone going. They needed like all hands on deck to make 2 Call of Duties at the same time, you know? Okay, we're screwed. Damn it.
Get the red ones out. Is it better?
There you go. There you go. Keep it in there.
Oh, we got 6 seconds left.
Why isn't my camera turning? Okay.
Oh, overtime shit. Next one that keep the blue ones in.
Yeah. Okay, we just gotta keep them in now.
Oh, I went into red. Fuck. Come on. How do I punch him?
Okay, we qualified. Holy crap, we got somewhere. And we had the high score. Our team must have been doing good. Because I barely was. I didn't finish that Crash Bandicoot, but I was enjoying it, you know. I have it over on my Xbox, so by the time we got it free on here, I didn't notice it was free until the other day. Partway through the month already. I was wondering why people were playing it all of a sudden.
I played the start, but I don't know if it gets better. I don't know if it's like... I thought maybe they made it start off with a retro level just to be funny, and then suddenly it would turn into a good level. It's like, no, this is still shit. I'm bored and quit.
Yeah, they pretty much made it for just, you know, if you like 1, 2, and 3, like, that's the way it is, you know. But I think, even though it was pretty successful, and like, there are like a ton of fans of that kind of Crash Bandicoot style, I think there was part of the player base that was like, they want kind of a more modern Crash Bandicoot. I don't know, I can't speak for them, you know, but because they, in the PS2 era, like, they started changing Crash a little bit, and I'm sure they got some fans in that era that were like, this is the Crash Bandicoot I like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably all the ones from the PlayStation 1 era are probably all dead by now.
Probably, yeah, us. Probably. That's the problem with changing anything up, too. Like, you start to fracture your audience, you know? Like, I think that happened even with Mario. Like,
I think you just have to evolve stuff. Like, Mario never sticks to being the same.
Yeah.
They always have some shit ones occasionally, the old 2D ones. Like Mario Maker, they kind of...
Oh, damn it, I pressed the wrong button.
Then they, you know, they changed it up with Odyssey, and even 3D World, they had 3D World, which was their take on a 2.5D 2D game. It's like kind of like a version of that kind of... Yeah.
We're gone, yeah. Well, we got further this time.
Oh shit, we have to quit again?
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let it play this screen. Alright, I'm back.
Yeah.
Just in time for it to end. At least getting like a point here and there.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah. You're back at the menu again, I think you died.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. I don't remember who the hell Halibut 40 man is. I can't remember. I don't know. Halibut 40. Let's just invite them. I don't know who they are. Oh, also appears as Tiny Diorama. There we go. Detalia's got like way too many different names.
I got tomorrow off work. I can't be bothered to work in this heat.
Well, that's good. You don't have to bullshit. I don't know. You got AC at home there at least?
I got a fan.
You got a fan? Yeah, you'll be alright. You're in shape. So.
Yeah, they gave, I think at work they gave us like £20 so we can get like a fan or some kind of blowjob type machine.
Yeah, £20. That's like some fucking not Scrooge McDuck, a Christmas Carol where it's like they give you a piece of coal, a lump of coal from work, and it's like you get a thing instead of like, money. Well, that's good though, Yeah, people must be worried about it over there,
Yeah, I just bought a new filter for my fans, like one of the bladeless ones. So
oh yeah.
just get one of those, spend it on that. Cause I'm gonna need one at some point. So
yeah, it's ridiculous here, man. Like the AC, like the vents are connected in the building, so like everything in the building like comes through from all the neighbors and any crazy shit they're doing. So like I can't really run the AC, and I just keep it sealed up and just use fans, even though we have the AC. And these summers are pretty hot. And then if I'm trying to record anything, like I gotta have the fans off. Like a lot of these songs and stuff I've been doing lately, like I'm sweating like crazy when I'm doing those. Especially if they take me a few takes to do like a long verse or something, Like you can get all the way to the end and mess up like the last word or something, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man, I gotta do that. It was perfect. I was nailing it. Ah, come on. But I should be moving in October. Finally getting out of this this dump. Moving to a nicer place on the other side of town. And nicer area too. Not nice as like it's a nice neighborhood. It's just a more area that I would like better. You know what I mean?
Oh, what? Eliminated.
Yeah, you got the day off at least.
There we go, we're dead. Yeah.
People still keep asking about Tren every now and then. I see him in like that Maiden Dreams podcast and stuff. Shit, they'd probably love to talk to you if they'd let you. Nah. Nah.
Be okay. Trying to continue working on it and make it better.
Yeah. Keep it going.
Trying different ideas all the time.
Yeah, I'm sure by the time it drops, it'll be the shit, man. The little bit I saw like early on, when John was first showing off the ideas and stuff, I was like, this looks cool. I can see all the puzzle possibilities and mechanics possibilities and structure possibilities, but that's for you guys to figure out. Did we get eliminated again? Oh shit.
Yeah.
How? Was I just standing around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just standing around. This is like the worst Fall Guys performance ever. We need LVP, man. That's the only thing you and me know how to play. Is LVP. And we could go on LVP 3, but we just be getting disconnected every 5 minutes. But the party chat's fine. I was doing that with some friends of mine on here from the Dreams community after the high score wars things they do. And I don't even remember. I think our team lost, but it didn't matter. And we all got on LVP 3 after that and played like mini golf, Heads Up. You remember Heads Up, right?
Oh yeah.
The one where you slap each other off the construction crane. And then this Ghost Mansion board game by this Japanese creator named BOIA, Wa, or something like that,
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna.
I used to play that with Lightmare a lot, and everyone, that was new to them. They'd never heard of Heads Up or that Ghost Mansion game. They only knew the mini golf game.
Yeah.
But they were like, this is fucking awesome, So like, people still into that kind of stuff. Hey, the Cloudy, how's it going? How are you? Yeah, doing alright. Doing terrible at Fall Guys today. This is like the worst I've ever played. Me and my boy Steve here haven't barely even passed round 3 on one thing. But that's alright.
Great.
Whoa. Whoa. Ah! So close. Got stiff competition.
I'm gonna fall down.
Yeah, stay up. Nope, 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 nope. Ah.
No, no, no.
Yes, you
Oh.
see we're getting wrecked. Come on. There we go. Come on, come on. Get in there. It's like all the timing is completely like against me today. There we go. Top 9 qualified. Yeah, see?
I'm coming to the end.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Come on, get in, get in. 7. There you go.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
There you go.
Yay.
5th. Alright, now we got this, whoever this is on our team. I did get some voice acting done for some stuff today, though. Like, some of the stuff I was talking about earlier. But I'm just keeping it under wraps for now. But they were happy with what I did. It came out good. I was able to get it done early in the day before too much, like, noise started up around the neighborhood and around the building and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's a good thing. You can do that on Dream. You can't do it on anything else.
Do what? Oh, the voice acting stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, everybody's got a discipline, you know? It's funny, because, like, I never did, like, music and all this kind of stuff back then. I was always just making games and levels and whatever the hell shit, you know? And then left the music to all the dudes like Weirdy and Velvet Audio and them, you know?
Yeah.
And then now that's what people know me for. And then some people think I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with Logic and shit. I'm like, you guys have no fucking idea and shit, you know? Alright, let's go.
I gotta make something. Hey, I always get from work until too tired to roll the shit.
Yeah. Focus on what you gotta focus on. And only do that stuff when you really want to, really.
It takes too much time to polish anything, so
It really does.
can you be bored to
To your
spend all the
standards,
time?
to your standards that you got now, you know, like everything you're capable of. And then the standards like other people put out and everything too, you know, like just as much so. Get off me. Okay, I better start taking some stuff from there. Get off me.
I'm just grabbing them all from the red and then chucking them back into the middle.
Yeah.
If you near the red thing, you see a bunch of eggs coming back into the...
Damn it, missed it. Okay, I gotta get back to ours.
Grabbing's just so janky. I just want to be able to like hit them off or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like this game a lot better if I could slap people like LBP. Just slap them down and get some distance from them. Or slap them off the edge of stuff. Like, that'd be way fun.
It's just a copy of Toggle anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Cloudy. I appreciate that. I guess that's why people try and get me to do stuff sometimes.
Okay, yeah, okay. Oh, I was trying to get the red one. I spent all my time throwing the eggs out of the red one. That's why the red's in last place. I was just trolling them.
Yeah. Oh, you were doing the right thing. Taking them down, because they were in the lead at once. Alright, we finally got somewhere again. I think this is the 3rd round or the 2nd round. We might be on the 4th round now. Actually, it's just the last round, because it's just 2 teams now. Hey, Okitsu, how are you? Okitsu makes cool music in Dreams. Like they've come
Yeah.
around recently. They're really good at like mixing and mastering and like making it sound like really like professional, like the instrumentals and stuff. You know, I really gotta like study their stuff sometime and like see what their secrets are. You know. By the time I get done with stuff, I'm like, I like the way it sounds. I'm done with it. If somebody wants to make it sound better, they can. This one's easy. Just stay on the platform. We're good. Yeah,
I learned how to grab.
yeah, that's Under Oath's domain name. I don't know Under Oath well, you know, I just seen him around, but he'll send me stuff every now and then. And anytime I hear stuff from him, like it's pretty damn good. Man, this isn't even the one where like shit, it's got like six cannons instead of 3. I wish it was a 6 because it's more likely to like eliminate someone else sooner. We just gotta like stay alive for the timer at least.
I'm just grabbing people because it's really annoying when you get grabbed.
Doing fine, Okitsu. Yeah. Don't let him like trip you up. We're good. 35 seconds. I don't know what the next one they'll give us is.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm doing fine today. Had kind of a weird day yesterday, but then I had a good day today. So it's been alright. Went to the Phase Dreams Have Meanings 30-minute challenge thing earlier. Those are pretty fun. They always have me like sculpting like I barely ever sculpt anything, so it's like not my forte. But it's fun to participate.
Oh shit, I got knocked off.
Ah, damn it.
I'm out.
What's our score? We might get eliminated by score. Oh, we survived. Qualify. Okay, so they're just taking us top 4 qualify. Who the hell's the top 4? I didn't realize there was that many people alive. Alright, we're good. Alright, so now it's 4 squads. I thought we were down to 2 squads. I don't know why I thought there was only 2 squads left. Cloudy just said their dog fell asleep in their lap.
Hmm.
Don't you got a dog, Steve? Don't you have a pug?
I am a pug.
Yeah. I remember that now. Yeah. I remember you made that pug. It was pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah.
The neighbors have a pug here.
Pugs are funny. You got like a bulldog or something next door and you just hear it breathing all the time.
All the time like Darth Vader.
And you're out in the garden, it says, you start sitting in a weird bark and then gets all excited and...
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't mind bulldogs. But yeah. My neighbor's dog is annoying as shit because they never tell it to stop barking or stop shitting everywhere. So it's more the neighbors than the dog, you know? So I'm like, I wouldn't mind a bulldog right now. But if it was the same owners, like, it would be just as bad, you know? Alright, let's get over. This one's not too bad. But some people are real good at, like, lasting forever here. Like, I would see my friend Dutalier, Tiny Diorama. When he ends up being, like, last or something, he'll go for, like, ever.
That's screwed. I think your middle one's in the game, maybe. Okay.
Ah, damn it, I'm eliminated. I was trying to read. Man walking outside of my... Finding the dog isn't allowed in my room, but it's 1:30 a.m. and I don't care. Just saw a man walking outside of my windows. Decided to finally go outside at 1 a.m. But yeah, never mind. Don't worry about it. It's probably alright. Probably just some crackhead. Maybe. I don't know what kind of place you live in that might not have crackheads. Here, I would just assume it's a crackhead. Or my neighbors, who are crackheads.
Which one's gonna fall now?
I don't know. Might just keep you guys alive.
Oh, shut
damn,
out.
there we go. Yeah, it's on whoever this is.
Yeah, come on.
You ever play this game, Okitsu? I know I've seen you on Knockout City before. I gotta try Knockout City again sometime. We should try that maybe sometime. It's like...
I think
it's
ages
free.
ago. That was okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is kind of the ultimate turn your brain off game. Like the first hour we were playing, we're pretty much just totally brain dead, but still playing. Oh yeah, can't be neighbors. I don't know, man. Maybe it was you. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, we won.
Nice. Holy shit, we got a crown. We got a crown. Fuck yeah. That guy. See, I knew he had to be good because I saw Vitalia wearing that costume the other day. So this guy had to be good. Perfect. Fuck yeah. We got a crown. Hell yeah. I gotta post the little crown emoji thing.
Yeah.
It only took us like an hour. There we go.
Alright,
what I get? Top 3 guarantee. I don't know what that is. I could equip that even though it's a total lie. A little banner that says top 3 guaranteed. That's not guaranteed at all. Not for me.
yeah. We can. We're ready to die now. We did it.
Yeah. I'm kind of winding down too because it took us that long to get the last crown, and I am hot as shit here because it's the way you guys are waiting for it to be 104 tomorrow. Like it is 104 here, like today for me. So I think I'm gonna raid Yade from the Dreams community. She makes like sculptures and stuff. She's a cool chick. But anyway, it's good playing with you again, man. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Okitsu and Cloudy for stopping in. Hopefully I see you again, Cloudy. You know, appreciate you stopping in for a bit. And thanks for hanging out, Okitsu. I'll be over there in Yade's chat too, as soon as I wrap up with my boy Steve here. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this raid button here. Ah, shit. Yeah, what are you doing then, man? You just gonna catch some Z's and then try to stay cool tomorrow? You there? Yeah, well. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and...
I think we're in.
I'm still here.
It's Prime Gaming, Amazon Prime reward.
Oh yeah, those Prime subscription things. Anyway, man, I gotta shut down the stream. I'm gonna keep talking to you for a minute, man.
Okay.
All right, man. See you guys on the stream. Peace.